In this world, the most dangerous trap is never the one that grabs a person in a single moment. The most dangerous trap is the one that starts like a sweet promise and slowly, silently begins to take away your freedom, your earnings, your sleep, and sometimes even the identity you carry within yourself. An EMI is exactly that kind of trap. In the beginning, it looks harmless, it looks smooth, it looks like something that will make your life easier. But as time passes and those monthly payments keep coming, the grip tightens around every corner of your life. An EMI first gives you the dream of owning something new, but soon that dream becomes the reason you get tied down by its weight. And people only realize this truth when half of their salary disappears before they can even touch it. When the month starts to feel longer than their wallet, when every decision has to be taken after checking how many EMIs are left, and when they finally look at themselves and ask if they made the right choice or if they walked willingly into a trap they didn't truly understand. Everything always begins with a small desire. Something as simple as wanting a new phone, a new TV, a bike, or sometimes something that isn't necessary at all but looks good in the eyes of others. Companies understand this desire better than anyone else, and they present EMI as a sweet, harmless opportunity that feels too convenient to refuse. They show you a deal so simple that you feel like it costs almost nothing. Just a small monthly payment, a tiny part of your income, something that doesn't affect anything in your life. But that tiny part slowly becomes a huge burden that starts cutting into your pocket month after month. And the worst part is you don't even notice when that little payment becomes a chain around your freedom. EMI is not a way to buy something. It is a carefully designed method to inject slow financial stress into someone's life. A method that makes a person believe they are making life easier when in reality they are putting a lock on their future. When a person takes their first EMI, there is a small fear inside them, but there is also a small confidence that they can manage it. But the biggest trick of EMI is that once you start one, taking the second becomes easier, and then the third, because the mind begins to believe that another small payment won't make a difference. Soon, without realizing it, a person falls into 2 EMIs, then 3 EMIs, then 4 EMIs. Each EMI looks small on its own, but together they start eating up the entire income of the month, and the person realizes this only when a new month begins, and instead of feeling happy about their salary, they feel anxious because as soon as the salary enters their account, the bank is already waiting to swallow a big chunk of it. The irony of life is that a person works hard, spends long hours, chases dreams, and sacrifices peace. But EMI doesn't help them achieve those dreams. EMI actually puts those dreams on hold. EMI does not make your present easier, it makes your future smaller. You are the one who earns, but your decisions are commanded by EMI. Your wants stop mattering. EMI becomes the center of your monthly decisions. EMI wants only one thing: your money, your freedom, and the right to control your life. The biggest stress in life is not money itself, it is the money that never stays with you. EMI creates that empty space in your life where pressure builds silently, where a person begins to break from the inside because every month they have to relive the same fear, the same calculations, the same pressure of how to manage everything around that one commitment. EMI is not just a monthly payment. It is a mental weight that keeps reminding you that you tied your own hands for something that might not have even been necessary. Companies know one thing: people are driven more by desires than needs. And that is why EMI is sold in such a beautiful box, a box that shows happiness on the outside and has nothing but a calculator hiding inside. EMI attracts you because it tells you everything is easy. Everything is affordable, everything is within your reach, but it never tells you that the real price is not the product. The real price is your peace. And slowly, EMI begins to change the way a person lives. You once wanted to spend time with your family, but EMI forces you to work overtime. You once planned to take a holiday, but EMI tells you to save that money. You once wanted to build an emergency fund, but EMI doesn't allow you to save anything. EMI gets into your life so deeply that one day you realize you no longer take decisions for yourself. You take decisions for your EMIs.